Storytime with legendary Jerry. I am Jerry Clark, a.k.a. the legendary Jerry. I'm here with my brother New Face. And New Face, we got the champ in the building today. He brought the belt, New Face.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
My boys, what's happening, man?
The champ is here. We got the one and only down south Georgia boy.
Yeah.
Pastor Troy, a.k.a. Micah, the preacher's son.
That's me.
the
pastor's son.
Yeah, man. That's how you feel, man. Hey, man, congrats, Jerry, man. That's dope, brother.
Thank you, man. Hey, I know we've been talking about doing this for a minute, so to finally have you here, I've watched you over the years, man. I appreciate you coming and blessing us, man. Today.
Hey, man. First thing I'm going to say to you is,
here we go.
See them damn Braves, man. God.
Man, Troy.
You know we baseball, man.
Troy, let me tell you, PT Cruz, don't make me cry on this show. I don't even want y'all to see me get emotional, man.
For real, man. I'm like...
When I tell you, I was so disappointed, man, because for us to win 105, 106 games.
300-some home runs for the season.
Hey, man, let me tell you how cocky I was with it. I was like, I don't even want to buy tickets to the NLDS.
We going to the World Series.
No, I said, I'm gonna buy tickets to the NLC, the National League Championship Series. I was like, we cool. Hey, man. But let me say this. I was so happy to see the Phillies get eliminated.
Yeah, man, dog. For real. Payback. It felt good, dog.
I hate them lame-ass badges, man.
Man, dog. Man, come on, bro. You know what, Jerry? I'm watching that joint, man. They were relying on that home run ball too much,
in the playoffs.
Man. You ain't got to do that.
You can't do that, man.
You got to move that ball.
Yes,
you
man.
got to put it
you
in
got to
play.
turn it to some small ball. Even when you when you got the big bats and hit 300 homers.
Bro, you see it.
Well, y'all see, we done turned this from a music show to a sports show.
Because look, pissed off about this.
Yeah, because and that's the perfect segue because me and this brother, we big sports fans. Atlanta and the state of Georgia.
Yeah,
you know, we Georgia Bulldogs, our 2-time champs.
Yeah, you already know. Gonna beat three.
About to beat three. Whenever this air, whether it's the top of 2024, whenever.
Yeah,
we gonna be 3-time champs.
Putting it on the floor, Jerry.
That's dope, man.
We put
You claiming it? Let's go.
Man, come on, man.
Okay,
they look good, man.
Hey, man. So, Troy, to see you, man, over the years with your... First of all, let me just tell you, man, and I know you know this, and New Face, you know this too. You have arguably the greatest performance concert event happening that ever happened, definitely in the South, in hip-hop history, and that was at Hot 107.9 Atlanta's birthday bash, man.
Yeah.
Troy, let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
I get chill bumps thinking about that shit, man. When you came out, I was on the stage. I was backstage. Yeah. And when you came out and did No More Playing GA, man, I've never experienced a whole building. The stage was shaking.
Hey, man.
That
was a joint. Man, what was so crazy about it, bro? They cut the music. All I got was like a verse off of that joint, and it was still so crazy, man. It was viral before viral.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I wish we could find the footage, man.
Man,
so hard to find, man.
You know what it reminds me of? When I saw DMX, the footage of him over in
the Woodstock?
Yeah, in Woodstock.
Crazy like that, bro.
It was just like that, man. And I was right there on the stage, and I got to witness it. And even more so, it just showed you how Atlanta and artists here linked up because Knucked Up and Linked Up because with Master P was the headline on that show.
Yeah.
At Hot 107 out at Lakewood Amphitheater. And he said he wasn't going on if you was going to do your shit.
Yeah. And took me off the show, man. It was my year to do my thing, man.
And that lets you know we got Gib coming up on the show. We had CeeLo on the show. That let you know because the Goody Mob said, nah, you coming out with us, man.
Man, dog, and that's so dope, man. I pay so much homage to them boys, man, because they didn't have to do that, man. That really set me off in the city, man. And it showed the city what we could be if we just stuck together and came together. That was really the beginning of them seeing us. I wasn't in Dungeon Family. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just a little brother from ATL trying to get it on.
They embraced you and brought you out there. And I remember CeeLo with his voice. He said, hey, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
CeeLo's, hey. And you came out there, and that made hip-hop history, and definitely in the South. Yeah. It just, like you say, it showed that what'll happen if we stick together.
Man,
like
dog,
that,
bro. And here I am 25 years later, man. Still rocking from that joint right there, man. That was so big to me, man. That was the first time ATL saw me out there at that birthday bash, man. That was my first my coming out party.
What?
Yep. That's why it was so fucked up that they took me off the show. You feel me, man? That was my coming out party. They had already started advertising, man. I had already faxed my contract back.
Every day when you faxed that?
Yeah, man. It was that long ago.
And P said, nah, if I ain't. And you know, P had the juice then to do that. But
only thing about it, the streets and the radio be two different worlds.
Oh,
the radio still think they on this, man. The streets be already gone to the next thing.
Man, Goody Mob said, fuck all that shit. Come on, man. Come on, Troy.
Man, that's
and that's
dope.
still, and I talk about that all the time. I've done several interviews just like talking about just important times in the culture. And I talk about that one instance, man, because it ain't been nothing like that shit.
But bro, with them doing that, for me, I had to pull Luda. I had to work with Luda.
Yeah.
I had to work with whoever was coming next. I had to work with Tip. I had to do everything because of what Goody Mob
paid
did
it forward
for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, man? Yeah, come on, man. What, need a verse? Need me on this? Let's do it. You know what I mean? Because I saw the big picture with all us boys just getting
What happened
together.
with that in this city? Do we still have that? Not just in the industry, but I'm talking about in the A.
In the A, man,
do we still have that camaraderie with like New Face said, the pay it forward where we grab the next young cat? I mean, maybe I'm disconnected.
Yeah.
I don't know, or maybe I just don't see it. And you know, I'm quote unquote outside of the demo.
Yeah,
but I'm still in this industry.
I hope that we do. I hope that we do. But things got so much more clicky. You know what I mean, man? Like if you ain't with this crew, you ain't a part of that. You know what I mean, man? But them days building it, it's almost like when you cooking that joint, when you putting it together, everybody down. But then after you get full and eat out it, it's let's open another restaurant. You know,
everybody want to eat the steak, but when you choke on the bone, don't nobody want to be there.
Yeah. It's like that, man. So I'm proud of the city, man. What everybody accomplished, man. We really 25 years up. Straight.
And as you say, you were 25, and I never heard this side of it, but before you got the call from CeeLo, and after you heard the Master P call, what were you thinking mentally? Like, were you mad or were you like, I'm about to check Pete? Like, what was that emotion like?
You know what? Goody Mob called so quick.
Oh. So
you know what I mean? I ain't have a lot of time
to process it.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I probably had a day of it, man, just trying to figure out what was going on. But I already saw the potential of the record, man, because the streets was already vibing. You know what I mean? It was already vibing. It was going crazy. So I got it. When I knew what I was getting into messing with Pete, I'm like that, man, I expected all of that. You know what I mean, man? But we made it, baby.
Nigga, what made you look? And I know you done plenty of interviews talking about this, and we got so much other stuff to talk about.
Good.
But what made you, man, just wake up and say, man, you know what? All right, these niggas hot right now, meaning No Limit. They get they everything they put out. So you go to record stores, they have. What do you say, man? You know what? Fuck that, man. I'm gonna go.
Man, dog, you know what, bro?
I'm going at this nigga.
Man, dog, we was up here Freaknik.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it, man. We were up here Freaknik, man. These dudes were in a Hummer truck, and they were playing No Limit Soldiers, man. At the right there at Ashby, at that gas station right there next to Taco Bell.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Man, them boys
Ashby Street.
Man, them boys was hanging out. They were hanging out this Hummer, man. They were there partying like hell. I'm like, we pulling past them. I'm like, where y'all from? I hear them listening to the No Limit. I was like, my boy was like, what they listen to? They were like, man, they listen to that Master P, that No Limit Soldiers. I said, where y'all from? And they were like, Atlanta. I was just like, we need some music.
That stuck you.
We need, bro, I was like, damn. We putting on like this. I'm talking about hanging out the Hummer, bottles, Sachi shirt. That
was back
kicking
when.
it. Yeah, man, they kicking it. I'm like, where y'all from? They were like, we from Atlanta. I was like, man, we need Atlanta people ripping for an artist from here like that.
Man, that was the
beginning.
What's so crazy, Troy, is with me being in the industry for years, I remember, and this is crazy, I was working with Bone Thugs when I was working for Relatively Ruthless. And when they went out on tour, Outkast was the opening act.
Yeah.
I never forget, here in Atlanta, when Outkast came out, niggas was throwing they snippet tape. Oh, they country ass nigga, man. What's this whack shit? And now look at it. New Face full circle.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, I said Outkast was opening up for Bone Thug. And even here in their home time, when we was here, when the show was here in Atlanta,
it was different.
Oh man, niggas was throwing snippet tape. Oh, they country, they never this
Man,
shit
dog,
whack. But
so
now
hard.
I bet these same niggas
Wish they had that shit.
Okay, no, but no,
Newface
just
got that
I got
tape.
Newface got.
I was going to pick him up.
Newface got that shit. But just to show you, man, that as much as we stick together and we support our own.
There's a whole process to it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, dog? Now I look at it, man. Everybody Atlanta, but I'm sitting back saying, man,
At one
you don't
point,
remember the days it wasn't like that. You know what I mean, man? Going to New York. Them motherfuckers looking at you like you the country's motherfucker.
Because even our radio here, think about it.
Yeah.
When Hot first came on the air, they was old New York air station.
All day
they
long.
They wasn't playing no
man.
down south.
All day long.
And
bro.
it took for shout out to Big Oomp. It took for Big Oomp to kind of go holler at him and like loosen this up.
Man, that was a big thing when Oomp started dropping them albums as he was, man. When all us boys, especially after I dropped my pull, when Baby D and
Sammy Sam, Hitman, Sammy Sam,
man. Bro, that's the stuff that really solidified me, man. Jumping on them albums, jumping on them mixtapes. Hell, DJ Jelly and them was spinning. MC Assault, they had mixtapes all over the Southeast, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
So being on them joints, man, it just
that really
solidified
helped propel
me.
yo.
Oh yeah, man. When I'm going back and forth with the majors, I'm telling Universal, all right, bitch.
Yeah, when are you? That's what I was glad. When did they start calling? When at what point? When no more playing GA, when it I mean, because it was, I'm talking about on fire, Midwest, down south. Universal, they couldn't have came with the best offer.
Man,
or when I want to say offer, because I know it had to be a bidding war at that time.
It was the beginning of this sound coming out of Atlanta. So they really were just taking a chance on it, like shit, we'll see what it do. It wasn't nothing that they were just committed to. You know what I mean? They was like, all right, shit, if it work, let's just grab it.
Yeah, throw it against the wall, see if it sticks.
Did you think you were did they make you feel like a priority at the label?
I knew I wasn't, man, because
at that point you had Nelly, you had
Cash Money,
Cash Money.
Yeah, man, just getting over that, man. But here I am from Atlanta, and this sound ain't hit yet. There wasn't nobody with me yet. Luda, a couple years after,
Lil Jon, none of them,
years after. So that's why I was so excited when other solo artists started coming into the game, man, because it helped us solidify this thing, man. You know what I mean? We needed allies at the time. You know what I mean? We needed allies. That sound, man, we made it look so easy with the crunk music and everything. It turned up. Now everybody came with crunk. Now I look up at Universal, I'm one of 15 artists that they got doing the same shit. Now I got to swim to the top
like
again.
The clone. You looking like the clone, and I started this shit.
For real, bro. So got to shake off all those Pastor Troy clones and stuff and raise up to the top again.
So I know I've been around you for years. You's a real ass nigga. You's a stand up ass nigga. It ain't nothing punk about you. But was you ever with that shit with P? Was you like really at one point like, man, shit, this shit,
you got to be a man, dog. The first encounter we had
with this shit,
man. The first encounter we had, man, up in Nashville at Impact.
I was there,
man.
At the big Opryland Hotel.
Yeah, man.
I was
didn't
there.
know what no fucking Impact was. I'm up there with Alan Henderson them.
Oh yeah,
Hindu.
From
They were
Lakes,
doing Hindu. All right, Coach K.
Coach K ran the label.
Yeah. I'm up there with
Shout out to Coach K.
Coach, what's up, baby? So, man, 19, 20 years old, Troy. I was having difficulties with Universal, so I did a project with Alan Henderson. Alan Henderson gave me like $75,000 for 6 songs, some shit like that,
EP.
man. Yeah, man. So we go to Impact. I get up there, man. They just tell me, Troy, man, we got you $10,000 to come up this thing for the weekend. I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't with my crew. I'm with them. You feel me?
Yeah. And those they from they from Indianapolis.
You know, they some professional basketball player, man.
You ain't got your real street.
Yeah, I ain't got them. We up here at this joint, man. The Party, Jermaine Dupri, The Brat, Busta Rhymes, Missy.
Yeah. I remember, man.
And we performing, and I'm performing with Hindu now. Bro,
it was at the Opryland Hotel.
Yeah, bro. I'm sitting up in there, man, looking at all the stars, but Hindu them about to perform before me. They gonna open it up, do their couple songs. I'm gonna do one with them, and then I'm gonna perform.
Yeah.
Bro, while they on stage performing, man, I'm just kind of in the back, just kind of playing the role. The stage was in the middle of the club, so all the people surrounding it. Bro, I turn around, I see the people behind me, man. I just see them get antsy. Man, when I turned back around, man, No Limit had the whole club surrounded. See Murder, the first person I see, and all his goonies.
Oh, shit.
These niggas got on hoodies, and they got their hands in the hood.
So you,
I'm up on the stage, man. I'm like, Oh, this
I'm
about to be bad.
Don't tell me.
But this the crazy part, bro. When we were coming in, my dog, Lil Pete, with me, he had my 45 trying to come in the club or whatever. We know the dude at the door. We know the security. It was Atlanta security.
Yeah.
Dude like, oh, nah, Troy, we can't do that, man. You got to take that back to the car. All right, man. We take our joint back to the car, man. Don't let nobody else come in here with no guns. Oh, hell no. Ain't nobody coming in the door with no guns on me. Yeah. Boy, them No Limit tanks cut that goddamn door. Them niggas party like the Red Sea, man. Let them boys walk straight up on me like that.
With that steel.
Man, dog, so I'm sitting up there. I'm so early in my game, I don't have no posters. They don't know what I damn look like. They just know Pastor Troy is performing in there, and we are going in there. Look, bro,
your record is huge, but you ain't had no POP, no nothing.
But we before that, we ain't got no posters yet. Look at bro, my little homeboy, man, SMK, man, he up there rapping. One of the dudes with Hindu. He up there rapping, he breaking that shit down. That nigga looked over there, talk like, y'all, talk like. That nigga started running on that motherfucking stage.
Hey.
They chased my boy.
Oh.
That nigga
said it was you.
That nigga had the microphone. That nigga told them folks, I ain't Pastor Troy.
And you're like, and where was you in there? In the car, headed back to Atlanta.
I went that way. You hear me, man?
Troy said they looking for Troy.
Hey, they looking for Troy. Hey, tell Troy, wait.
Man, dog, I saw you coming on Flavor Bolton picture the other day. He was up there.
Who was?
Flavor, Jared Bolton, one of the promoters, did a whole club scene down here. Me and him graduated high school together, but he was at this show. He was holding my coat while I was about to perform. Bro, when everything broke out, when I came out the stage, I went down the exit. This club was up on the 3rd level. Bro, I'm coming out the exit, man. He right there and tossed me my coat, man. Put my coat on, get downstairs. Them boys looking for me. Quavo Gold, man. Quavo Gold.
Quavo,
man. Them boys
shout out Quavo.
Man, much love, Quavo.
And Quavo,
Quavo. They standing up out there ATL.
Yeah, because I forgot he was signing Universal too.
Man, man. All that, man. All that.
And Quay and them, Quay when
I'm just so thankful that it happened. Everything went down how it did. For one, it made me dead serious 25 years later. I'm still alive. It taught me how to move.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That instance. You feel me, man? So I'm so thankful, man, and grateful that I tasted it then.
Yeah.
Because it made me take that shit serious now. Till to this day, we on alert, we on guard. You feel me, man? This shit like goddamn Gaza and goddamn Israel.
The Israel and Palestinians.
Yeah, man. This shit
so if P walked in here right now and sat down, what would that conversation be like?
I hope we could have one, man, because hell, man, I'm 25 years in this shit, man. And you know what? What I don't like about this shit is that everybody else has done it. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about Jeezy and Gucci. Jeezy and Tip. I mean, Tip and Gucci.
Yeah, man. Nas and Jay-Z. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Fat Joe and 50. Like, all if they can do it.
So why don't we do it? Why don't Storytime with Legendary Jerry? Why don't we put together a conversation, man, with you and just, hey, man, come on. And P,
nobody hurt. Nobody lost as much money as P. You feel me, man? So I understand the whole situation, man. If you don't never want to sit down, I understand.
Yeah.
But I still got me some out this shit.
But from what the interviews I saw with P, man, and from when I first met him back in the Priority days to now, the growth, man, as a father, man, as a businessman,
man,
his brother, man, he's still fighting for his brother in jail. I think, man, I think at this point, I think his dude, New Face, I think we should put that together,
man,
and just have a nice sit down, grown man conversation.
You know, I appreciate everything, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? I appreciate us not having to goddamn bust sticks and stuff at each other, man. You know what I mean, man? Let the jump be the success story that it really can be.
Man. And like you say, you still, and we talked about this the other night when we was at the one event, the Fox.
Yeah.
Like, just to still be here and be relevant, man.
Yeah, man.
Whether it's, that song, I mean, you're not just that song, I don't want to limit you to that.
Yeah,
but your music, it ain't going nowhere, Troy.
Yeah.
Folks go always on. My kids is in college now. Yeah. They bang out to your stuff.
Man. Dog, man, from the bands that took that, man, the HBCUs, man, it's just so dope, man. I'm talking about, bro, I get DMs from all the colleges, from high school to middle school, man. These kids playing this song, man, that's older than them.
Ain't that something, man?
Man, it's beautiful, man.
25 years.
Sheet music, man. No more playing GA, vice versa, man. God bless my boy Carlton Mahone, man. They got our names on this sheet music at University of Georgia, man. It's in the red coats. It's in their music book. I said, man, we got our shit in sheet music, man, like Beethoven. Like I'm a day some shit, man.
That's when you know, man.
It's real.
Because we celebrate 50 years of hip hop in the South. We did, and I said this on previous shows, and I'm gonna keep saying, we done controlled the narrative for over half.
Man, dog, you know what? That HBCU band is so pivotal to
very
us
powerful
and what we do. I don't think they have that. They definitely don't have that in New York. I don't hear about no HBCUs.
No, it ain't.
The highest they go about Hampton and Howard.
I think it's a couple that's considered HBCUs up on the East Coast, one in Pennsylvania, but none like the South.
Yeah, nothing like
between
the South.
Georgia, South Carolina, Texas. Come on, that's 30-something schools right there.
Howard.
But that band is very pivotal because people don't realize, as with the strip clubs here in Atlanta, the HBCU bands, the music they play is similar and breaking records.
They breaking it, bro. They keep it
going.
Keep that joint locked, man. I'm talking about. I'm looking at these kids, man. These kids didn't even know who I was talking to them at a school out in Decatur. I'm talking to them. And the teacher was like, I'm going to play some of his music. The teacher started playing vice versa. We play that in the band. You feel me, man? So,
damn, man.
That's dope,
and y'all talk about HBCUs and strip clubs. And the one thing that I remember as a kid, because you was getting it crunked up, but when you made the song, and I'm in Goosebumps, and you had Drop That Pussy, Baby, Show Me
God,
that.
dog,
yeah,
and I'm like, oh, this nigga got one for the club?
Dog, man.
I said, no.
Hey.
That was that anthem, too.
Let me tell you something, man. That joint, man, my boy Drummer out of Memphis.
Okay.
Yeah,
man,
shout out Drummer. That's my dog, man.
Drummer had made that beat, man. When I bought it, I was like, man, I got something for this. Come up with the biggest strip club anthem. Drummer couldn't even come see what the song was doing because he wasn't number 17 years old.
Oh, when Drummer did that record?
That was his first, I think.
That was his first record. I brought Drummer to Atlanta, man.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, bro. That was his first record. He's 17. We got a strip club, banger, and he can't even go. I got to meet him outside the parking lot.
And let him know how the girls in the crowd was
having fun. I'm telling him, man, good to see you, man. I'm going back inside. Bye.
New Face, that was an anthem up in the booty club.
Hey, man, dog. That joint had got so bad, man. I'm talking about, bro, that joint probably 20 years old. I was just telling my girl earlier today, I was like, man, picture 25 years of every time you got to go in the strip club, you got to get $100, $200 because they playing your damn shit.
Ain't that some shit?
Well,
because you got to, and you can't just let them play your record and just sit there.
Bro, they just looking at you all
together. You can't do that, man.
Well, honestly, when his song came out, I do remember it was the point. It wasn't to make it rain yet. Meet You and Guy. It was the 20s.
The 10.
No one in 20s. It was the 10 hit. Here you go, baby girl. Here you go.
$5 table there.
I remember when that song, I said, nah, you got one. His nigga in this lane. And I was like, yo,
that was still in the days of the $5 table dance.
Man, woo.
Man, how did you know what I always wanted to ask you, and I'm glad we're sitting down. This is Storytime with legendary Jerry. I am Jerry Clark, New Face, the legend Pastor Troy.
Sure.
How did you and Timberlake, man, how did that come together, man? At that point, because Timberlake, I was like, this is an interesting marriage.
Yeah. So what it was the labels were trying to push me over to commercial side. You're trying to get some more.
Trying to have you align with
the Nelly and the other stuff that they had going on up there. So they brought that situation to me, man, to do that single for that Triple X soundtrack. They were like, man, Troy, that's hype. Whatever, we're gonna get Timberlake to pick it up to do the track. I was like, y'all paying for it? $250? Let's do it. Yeah,
wait, that's what Timberlake was getting in?
Man, Timberlake was getting $250.
God, dog.
Minimum $2.
Yeah, that was the minimum. Yeah,
minimum $2, $500,000.
I ain't mad, boy. Timberlake, boy.
Y'all go right
the
ahead.
Greatest to ever do it.
Man, you know what? But it didn't really fit with my show or my crowd. You know what I mean? For me going from Throw It Up to No More Playing Jay to Pop That Pussy, all we couldn't really. I couldn't really find a way to.
But that's strong ass record though. I always fuck with that record.
But when I go to the DCs and North Carolina,
I'm sure.
Virginias and shit like that, boy, that
was their joint.
Yeah, man. So it just be different records for different places. Yeah, it'd be different records for different places. Up in that whole East Coast, man, that DMV. Shit, I got one for you, Jack.
I knew it had to be a label thing because I seen it too. I'm like featuring Timberlake. Like,
yeah, man.
So outside of that one song, y'all ain't like be like, hey man, let's
try.
Let's go ahead and maybe do a whole EP. None like that ever.
It never really matured, man. You know what I mean? It was cool.
Did you ever meet him?
Yeah. We did a song together. We did it
actually.
I'm
gonna send the track.
What was so crazy? He was so impressed by me that he was working on my record and doing Justin Timberlake, Cry Me a River at the same time. Bro, whenever you listen to Cry Me a River, man, I'm all through them ad-libs on that song, man.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
It's that one, cry me a river,
Y'all hear this, man?
Listen to it, man.
Cry Me a River got Pastor Troy.
Ad-libs.
Ad-libs on it. Cry Me a River.
Yeah, man.
That's a legendary story right there.
Hey,
yeah, bro. He did, man.
Pastor Troy and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, man. I said, I wish you would have gave me a verse on this motherfucker.
Boy, that really would have taken you to a different level.
Man. Timberlake had the session, man, and he was just so impressed by them ad-libs, man. He was like, hell yeah, bro.